tie na ye in Thursday ni akoya court there no and now Saturday mrane say immediately obeye fie die obe power nu maka akọ register say me ya court there yes civil marriage e fie die na gu. That's the law. Okay. And tell him how to wait. Because the year will feel
after the legal marriage, you don't need the traditional marriage ring.
Because it is nullified by law. That is why go and check your marriage register. When you finish engagement, did not a bar wedding. I said, Osha yetro Ubudi and the little spinster and the child Kudi and the little bachelor. Now your engagement. Just by law. So the law doesn't recognize you as because the law says you can't marry twice. Okay. So that one was nullified, which means the family has no right over that marriage again. So your fans say court our dear fans say our dear be
in the first place.
There is no marriage. Let this if you are angry. Don't put up the radio. It's still 102.9. It's a mid-morning with my head. And I'm the one shouting. If you like, I can go to her. Even Shatawali's voice is louder than this. 1 minute to be Afro-Mass plus. Berman will be no Philip Trebier. Yes, sir, dear, who says, get me, didn't I? Brother say, oh, yeah, I can't say, oh, court. Now, they are to the other side to be
The man says today, Kampla is making too much sense today.
No, because today he's listening to me sensibly, young folk. Nisi man never know when you're saying. So that is the thing. And to be seen, or the snap buyer, and I can't afford it, before there, can't afford it, yeah, met to be so be a mamre. But we are watching self a quarter, what dear pen, where dear fear didn't go. And to the Akoya now you go by your under the Salem Accord. There was an accord that we joined to, which gave us the enactment of the chapter 11, article 4 of the 1992 Constitution, that customary practices are accepted by the laws of Ghana. So a year yo, our dear, a dinto, ye but Mrano Soma can say, a moon, your friend, a moon, no, a moon, and call a by moon, a year Musiadia. But mammy, I'm encouraging you. Cram for a sum on my register. Etienne, let me call Johnny Cramufua, a dear me penny I should have from I should to Councillor Lutterodt. Madame Benkum Swen, Cramufua, she said, say, Omu moon that one check. And you have bam me and for me to a decade when you come back. My bush of a jack, almost to me see me manage it too. I practice by law. Even though the law says the dead body belongs to the family, because of the practice that is accepted by the law, the Muslim religion, religion I register. And I share to look what who are. You bet me see without family coming. That's a law. Same here, when a man goes to find himself and naturalize as a citizen of another country, their body belongs to that country, and I'll come there. Mount Sama George to be, I will be a more fool so many days. I don't know bye bye. No, we are here, sir. Me, I'm going to see me for 26 years. Hear me. So that the Lumba what year a young comma belly. Ne yere a ojinemu Mrs. Akosua Serwaa. For su asa diamo kenyu na se that the Lumba what you wow your ba we kokumu odu fakata pie se wa the be chu bigami na bonka tie sa quarter wade ne ya wade ne e tro se wa wade a emra ne se yetumi jade wo court any friend civil asori na wo ye wo ho no mbra ne se the church must be licensed. The officer must be gazetted. These are the two things you need. So there's nothing called garden wedding, sea wedding, beach wedding, pool wedding. But we have what we call the special wedding, where you go and do the 90 days registration. Clearance is given to you, and then they send somebody from the court by the speciality of the investigation and come and sign for you at a certain venue. The law says the marriage should not take on after 6 p.m. TMA. Matches always say, now Uncle Fonso, I'm going to court, Diana, Chino, some Befie, I'm a Befie engagement. I am Bogu, Sika say, Jimmy, and Nidia Abro. So his son said, what cost sign or court? Now we have Mrs. Kobe. Now Befia, and I again. And Mranis is up for Uti, very soon, the soap will be court. Mranis says, oh, you know what? Sorry, damn. Now, this I say, now why not your bay? It is illegal. Now, I'm batching me, Mr. Momoni Typhoid Prostate. Now, so for Nebisa. Now, I pay your dinner. Hey, why you be beer with fear and son of your banana? Damn, batching. It is illegal to ask these silly questions because the marriage you want to recognize at the event is nullified
already.
There's no marriage. Because you are by law, you are blessing a couple that has never married before. Under the law, why were you a guy? You say me a guy. And to me, feel formal, mature divorce. It has no one me will mature divorce. That's my one guy. And to what one guy or crack, mature divorce. And I'll call it divorce. Yama certificate me a new Baku or Barnadia. Bakuni Beman dia send a bay Yembia. We are watching so what Remley Kobo Dini search now. Divorce started.
It's no more worry what Europe no before they register your marriage says as a Saoba, Ebeje, Kraka, etc. We are single.
May that say. So you clear yourself.
Clear yourself that you are not married.
Now what if you mean cow mama near yao? As a man wale da Mranisi he has never married before. Why? Because the woman Samajan got married to was married already under the law. So as someone committed bigamy, but in court, when they asked him, he said, I didn't know she was married. That is what exempted as someone from being caught as somebody who deliberately is marrying somebody's wife. So if the noise you are making about that in Lumba is true, by the letters you are seeing, that Odo Broni, Priscilla, beautiful young Priscilla, who by calculation was said to enter into that Lumba's life at age 16. There's also another issue to be discussed.
What you say 16 years old?
What they are doing?
No, that's the social media.
It's Ofifi, if when you say, Unsamai, Munjaja, we know. Munjaja, we and the TV, the club cut off. And one for remote and yes, stand by that, but never quite when you it's as a Bibia, you're setting Bibia emotion. And who knew remote as a producer? Yeah, you cut off in 5 minutes. Casa, you to advance.
Please, it's a sorted why.
You know what? If you want to them, can I say for no?
You're speaking in parables.
So producers are you to number TV. No man say about 64-13. Got it. Pirolo. Mogo play too much. So yes,
I'm not sweating. I'm not sweating. Not that Mama said there's a you was to do it.
Tell me, it's Mrani. I didn't worry your friend is civil marriage. Yet we was sorry them. Mrani Posse. I saw it there see Angel FM. And I saw it there see Angel FM 100 meters away. Titi baby our first. Now we need licenses. Mutu baro under our license. It's Mramu our DNA. A quarter one year. The year cow quarter and year cow sorry them. And pie but who himself or worry was sorry them. Now with him, not so for see. A frema say, and Mrani de what in it say, Monim that mud mood identity, yam prima one. You can take them to court.
Oh, yeah.
The law says people that cannot be married are people who are not up to 18, people who are under duress. But if the person is pregnant and Mrani can, or a big cassette premarital says a block from marriage. Our worry, yeah, but too many say, I'm worrying, yeah, adoring there, but yes, see, you know, not on your man's son, yes, so I want to hear 2 answers, but Jimmy Ross. Jimmy Ross, I'm to you, and Brema, what else you to be saying? And it's that Lumba, and then a year back up, Mrs. Akosua Serwaa for soup. Mammy and be totality of a document in her life constantly calls herself for suit. Have you seen a full name of Odo Broni? If she dare makes a mistake to add for suit to her name, she'll be creating a big problem for herself. So the reason why that the Lumba's death has become a conversation is because there is a contention on who is the rightful wife, which, if you ask me, is a silly conversation. In a civilized, in a civilized country like Ghana,
there's no argument
with a lot of lawyers graduating. So I'm here. Congratulations. I saw a video say, "What did you write on my name? Do you write Esquire?" Serwaa.
Yeah.
Serwaa. Go and research who's an Esquire. Even me and Ohima, we are Esquires. But are you aware that by definition of Esquire, woman is not an Esquire? Go ask your brother to research for you.
Okay.
Esquires are used for gentlemen. It's an expression for a gentleman.
So
it is not a legal term. It is not a legal term. Every gentleman like me can be called an Esquire. Women are not Esquires. They should go and check.
You are teaching.
Oh, please.
You are lecturing.
Oh, you are Jimmy Color. In common meeting, you're very straightforward. So, by virtue of the type of marriage that Lumba entered, that is why some of us, young Kodia, them would give committee in church. Me. Akosua Serwaa, Jimmy said, "Minkin man, then I'm a mean to me, you're a lawyer. I'm not a practicing lawyer. And you saw Yali, yes, and said doctor. And you said number for counseling, but counselor answered there, oh, call me to me any PR. I won't do it. So, say, I said, my Kodia, them would dear, and Akosua Serwaa, how they can be a man. I ask whom? But Miss Remu, Daddy Lumba, Daddy Benkumsu, who was the first person to say that the letter is wrong in this country? Judge Lutterodt. Who was the first person to see that the Lumba standing at the entrance of his gate and not going to his? I said it. Me, I'm sharp. Let me catch up with you. Say Daddy Lumba in confusion, baba. And the moon now moon so top. Say we shall penny and we shall penny and the simple mommy. Oba ye nim se me bana wale ne dine Akosua Serwaa for so Germany.
First declaration.
And we all settled the scores. And they had to what? I was saying you star ball. How dare you do this to us? How dare you do this to us? And yes, Akosua Serwaa and one about who no or pass them and obey Gulu Benimas because they so get Gulu Benimas. Nobody can do this that pass the woman. If she want to speak, oh please. Oh, kai. On Kasan Suda. But ye Kasama. Yan Geneshi, Kasama. Who are person of Kasamo Binu? Jihuna pet and Mwaya Papa son of Brabant. So Lumba come on over and say, yes, see the year of Wallen, ever crack a moon, on Yanere, and one in common. And yes, soon Yare, Busasun Yare, a son say, ABC, the chef, Moyama Akadia Yanka. Social media use of Omubuana Meboa. Send almost a share said Daddy Lumba said, ye Germany. All of you also a bank and was on a chair or ban away, said you know, baby. As on you won't be, Jitum on you won't be and a crummy jitum. And come on, a question. One shall become the Yanka, and the Akosua Serwaa for sure, Lumba, or say Daddy Lumba was German book. And I'm Crawford Lumba to consider our German book. Now, I do a German book already. German for me, was citizen. Debbie. And to Lumba again. German. And to the baby who saw a German so. And to what Lumba would you German child. And Akosua Serwaa, Odo Broni, and man, can you now? What would you say from Bra? And so, a German citizen. You come now, book. I want to Lumba baby children now. What no hustle? No lie. Lumba that say. Obey what German colony. So, what we are talking about, mind you. So the wife still holds on to the sanctity of the marriage between Ono and Niku. What Danny Benkum so don't stop, do what you want to do. So Daddy Lumba is a citizen of the German. And an yiri any Akosua Serwaa. Say ya no kurepo say ya kwa akoye Odo Broni bi ho ade amankrofo bi a eye bigamy. Lumba tumra. Efundi for ba emra na eda ho no efun tumi mbu na sa ne yiri ti ase. What is your immediate family? Immediate family here, by the law, the nuclear family. Me yiri me ma. Eti let us na here children say, I'm say let us in the AI natural.
Because it doesn't. really legally makes sense.
And they say, hey, natural. So, and to call Mokun, I think it's fruitless. And you call quarter, Mrana say, you go can fear. Judge me bunu too much. Judge me busan penny buomupa. So for judges, doctors, drivers, driver for them through anti buomupa. And so make me wash your bems. You can see them show much. So the Mran ye Juman yebre Mrana say. Mon come go can fear. Ma Akosua Serwaa. Mesra wo kan se me wo fia me di hu ya pa allow the law me enye da e be ya kan pa ba ho e san say star boy busa pedi aye ni na ye dan na ye hwe o tin komo na si yi anka ya me wi adi enti that woman komo ye di no enye bibi nti ne ye ka ba ye be say ye san ho bi e da ho ma ye say ye walo wo mramu a ye friend legal marriage na efia wa de gu ansa. And your powerful be a bear my quarter, what dear? Ah, or basso bewar no kai say, oh, tumra. Or no, poor, I am tumra because any infidelity with evidence. You see, infidelity. What for will you cheat? What for who could cheat? Well, who and yashi? But only a quality my back on your would be an pair. And not just say it's a proof of infidelity. Yet means just any go dear. But Serwaa. Ah, one casada. Yeah,
now, who said there? Who said, Mama Peda, those type of women? Do you know that? You see, you mentioned.
No, we are looking for her time to marry. Actually,
you see that you mentioned that we are not supposed to love you. We are supposed to respect you.
And that's what she was doing.
And Akosua Serwaa, apparently, with everything happening, she respected Lumba.
And that's okay.
And Lumba, you ma oyema no sadia and chimea. Okay, sir, Oba or Makwa you could done a man signed the Adakasano. We didn't understand it better. Lumba was apologizing to Akosua Serwaa. Sister, be the first time that, of course, as a man, tolerate all these things. Why don't you Jane one celebrity online because Lumba?
Me udi my temper na me iri yemahwe. Yet we do my temper na me iri yemahwe 1 week no no madru. To follow a celebrity or the mere mind.
I really enjoyed the lecture.
So what I'm saying is that let's not fight anybody. And we want a type like that to marry. It doesn't mean that women are fools. Listen to me. If you live, yeah, we look. Yes, we look forward to such. Yes. Why didn't you have? Because me a celebrity. And to be here, Akosua Serwaa be awale. Me here, Akosua Serwaa, but see, the woman we are the woman. So a modern woman. Was a modern woman. On your sisters. If you put them in. The modern woman with the woman rights. Okay. It would be difficult to run in the ranks of Akosua Serwaa. It doesn't make her a fool. Akosua Serwaa is not a fool. Great. Neither is Odo Broni a fool. Odo Broni might have been living with somebody's husband that maybe she didn't know. Or maybe there was a conversation that came on in the name of love from Daddy Lumba, which gave her the enactment of living with such a man to have a child. Then today, the man who is her spokesperson, who can tell us what really happened, that the two of them had a child, is no more, then makes her a victim. However, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So Odo Broni having a child with somebody's husband makes her a baby mama. Children are considered after the demise of the man. But the woman is not considered because there's no fiat or any portion in our laws that can consider her. However, it has happened. All we want to do is let us know who is the legitimate wife, who is Mrs. Akosua Serwaa Fosu. Based on that legitimacy, the rights that must be performed by a woman like that, a noble wife of such, will continue so that peace will prevail. Hear this. If at the end of the day it's proven by law that Akosua Serwaa is the wife of Daddy Lumba, the choice of having the funeral in Ghana will be her portion, because the German people will need their body for something very important. If you don't have a book and don't have a visa, the funeral well, Manu is, but the American say, Abotoyamo ne didi agbo. Daddy Lumba ne chinyina and the crab. Oy mami kai munyina and the crab bi Lumba ye. Nyankopon hira ni fu. Wanya nkan boye. Me wi video bia that Lumba aka se me yere Odo Broni da. There's no video. If there is one, I apologize. Play it for me. But I heard Lumba saying at the 60th birthday. Okay, Akosua Serwaa mewano. He said it. On kasi ye. And that video was as if it's timely.
Recent video, so
it was the recent birthday party. It is the band of this snap by Based on this, let all hearts relax. Association of Legal Wives. Memi en kasabiu. Ma tiwa, muma ye kasa no hon te kakra. Sene be ya ye wie a, enko yesi ye di bim. Ana ye di 4. Ba ye keka nsem bi a ye ntumi enso anu biu. Misremo. Obeme bi aware wo mremo. Waka. Obeso pabi kan ho a. Jahira wale. Na obeso jana wale a. Men pray ho na nya akoma ya.
And also some common you be the conditions when you have.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know.
Meaning pa.
Okay.
Aware bi atwam bi akra mi.